Welcome to my backyard. I'm Wes.
And I'm Chase. This is a show for kids by kids to show you things you can do with family and friends here in your own backyard. Here we are at Orangeville District Secondary School with Mr. Van Rees and the Anglers Club.
Hey, I'm Mr. VR.
I'm Caitlin.
I'm Nick.
I'm Ann.
And I'm Julian.
Why'd you join the fishing club?
Well, I always had a really love for fishing. You know, I like going outdoors. I like being with friends, just doing things I love. So it just felt natural.
And what's your favorite thing you've done so far?
So far it's probably been the ice fishing trips. Those have always been lots of fun. Just catching the pike in Island Lake they're such a good catch. They're incredible to fight.
And my favorite part was also the ice fishing. I caught my first fish here in this club, so it was probably the best experience, most accomplishing thing I've ever done. So I'm really happy that I joined this year.
That's very awesome. And I also joined the fishing club because I love to fish, and I wanted to be in an environment where I was with like-minded people, kind of would get to learn more about fishing. And yeah, school trips were really awesome, and I caught several pike as well on the ice fishing trips. So yeah, ice fishing was awesome.
And I joined because I love to fish, but I don't get to go out a lot during the school year, so I figured this is a perfect way that I could get out. And my favorite part was the ice fishing trip too. I didn't catch a fish, but you could say I caught Anne because she fell in and I helped her get out of the hole.
Mr. Van Rees, what's your favorite part about the fishing club, and what's your favorite thing?
Well, Chase, there's a lot of favorite things I had with the fishing club. Teaching in a classroom with students is excellent, but when you get outside and enjoy one of your passions, which is fishing, that's even better. And I think it's nice when you see students change and develop in terms of their interest in fishing from grade 9 to grade 12, because some of our members here started when they were in grade 9. And we do a variety of things, not just ice fishing at Island Lake, but we do things within the classroom and weekly meetings and guest speakers. So that's some of my highlights too.
So, Mr. Van Rees, how did you start fishing?
Wow, I guess I was a few years younger than you, and I had a paper route, and I can remember traveling to Canadian Tire on my bike and buying my first fishing rod. And it was in a set with hooks and minnows, hooks and split shot and a bobber. And I grew up in Guelph, so the Speed River was where I did a lot of fishing with my brothers. As a family, we camped a lot, so of course when you go camping, there's lakes everywhere, so we fished then too. And then I had a summer job in 1982 till 1986 where I worked for the Ministry of Natural Resources, and we spent half our summer out in the bush. And what else are you going to do at the end of a workday but fish? And so that's when I really learned and enjoyed fishing a lot.
How can other schools start a fishing club like this?
Well, Chase, to be honest with you, you just need people with a passion. So I'm not the only staff advisor for the fishing club. We have several other staff members, and so all you really need are people interested in fishing. And of course, they provide the nucleus to get the club going. There are organizations like OFA, Ontario Federation of Anglers and Hunters, and they can sort of help you get started as well. And then you just need kids that are interested, and you just go from there.
What do you guys do when you're not fishing?
Well, when we're not fishing, we're usually in the classroom. We have VR. Either VR is giving lessons about how to tie knots. We're learning how to tie knots. I know in the past they've made lures themselves. But we've had a couple guest speakers from local fishing stores and conservation areas, and he's been talking to us about fishing rules, regulations, and how to really, where and how to fish on these rivers and streams, which we have all over the place. So when we're not actually out and fishing, we're learning about how to fish better and where to fish, which is really cool.
When we come back, we'll be learning about the basic equipment you need and how to start your tackle box. And now questions from our viewer.
This viewer asks, how did you start fishing?
I started fishing at my cottage when I was about 5 years old. We took a tractor up to a pond and we were catching fish with nothing but sticks and string. We had to watch out for the huge snapping turtle that was in the lake. It always tried to eat our worms.
My dad has fished ever since he was a kid, and I asked him one time if we could go fishing. So we went to Canadian Tire and we got a fishing rod for me. It was a SpongeBob one. Then we went camping at Earl Row and I caught a 5-pound catfish. Another viewer asks, what is your favorite part about fishing?
My favorite part about fishing is enjoying time outside with friends and family.
We love to hear from our viewers. Got a question? Go to our website, my-backyard.ca.